Okay, so hopefully you can hear me. Mostly just going to do a playthrough of Crusader Kings 2 based on the stream that Paradox Interactive have been doing. I've just started last week over on the Twitch and YouTube based on what they're doing in CK3. I thought it'd be kind of interesting to kind of do something similar in CK2 and just to kind of show the differences between the two games and what's really going to change, because just looking at it in their stream in CK3, and it's like, oh, this is interesting, this is new. Is it new? How much is it really changing? Yeah, and just mostly doing this in vanilla. The only DLC I don't really have besides outside of unit and music pack things is Sunset Invasion, which we wouldn't be doing anything with in this kind of thing anyway. Obviously that's not going to be in the CK3 for a while, though who knows, because CK3 seems to be drawing a lot from different expansion packs. They've got some mainly lifestyle stuff that they've got going, and I mean, if we do, the first thing is generally with this character is, I mean, because he's such highest intrigue stats, is the first thing you want to do is kill your brothers, because you inherit their kingdoms. When he dies, it goes to Castile, and whenever Castile's dead, it'll go to you. And you can tell from the UI that a lot of stuff is different. Like in CK3, this kind of stuff with the date is all the way down here. So I think just at the very start of going into CK3, whenever you load up the game, what you're going to find is that you're going to, anyone who's played CK2 for a long time is going to immediately look in certain places and it's not going to be there. So I mean, that I think would be a little bit weird. And then, but for something like this is the main place I think you're going to see where in the current stream how things are different, is that you're basically just paying these people. There's no such thing as hooks, there's no such thing as blackmail, there's nothing outside of basically going, okay, you want to join this plot, you want money to join the plot, and those are the two only ways. And it did kind of feel a little bit lackluster at certain points in the game, where you, in later DLC, where then are just favors, but you can't use favors to get them into plots, and that's the same way that you can use a hook. And there's no such thing as a strong favor or a weak favor, that's just favors. So usually I think what I do here is I usually marry the Aragon princess, who's like a cousin, but it doesn't affect inbred. It doesn't generally affect it that quickly. I think that usually sometimes the 19-year-old has better stats than 18-year-old, but 18-year-old doesn't have bad stats this time. Typically what you can do though is you could marry Constance, who Alphonse did marry in real life, although I'm quite sure it wasn't his first wife. His first wife was someone of Aquitaine. I'm not actually sure if they are replicated in the game. Let's see. Aquitaine. Well, there is Agnes, but she's... Oh, well, yeah, she was married to someone. Yeah, you could marry her. That would be... But she's 40, yeah. That's... In this kind of game, that seems like a bad idea. So, the question is, do you want to go for historical accuracy and marry Constance, or go for Aragon? I mean, if you're going for an alliance, Constance is probably a slightly better option because of just being closer, and Burgundy actually has some kind of size of army. They have 1,004, and he has 2,000 actually. He's actually got that would be the kingdom tier that's boosting that, and it does. You can kind of inherit it if he dies and he dies, and yeah, and they don't have daughters. It's a very easy way to end up inheriting Aragon in a way. Historically, he married Constance, and their first child died in battle, which is why it ended up going to their sister, who married a French person, and that's why it ended up leaving the Jemina dynasty, which is why you need matrimonial marriages. I don't know. Her stats are pretty bad as well. 3, 2, 9, 6, 10. I mean, Sancho here is 98, 98, 10, which is definitely better. Urka has 14, 5, 5, 7, 2. I'm not really going to need the boost to diplomacy. At least not yet. I mean, there's no way I'm going to go anywhere near 31 vassal count. Sure. 18-year-old has already been married. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? I think he's got better stats. All round stats. Generally, yeah. I don't think we really need to worry too much about having air. I think it'll work out. Make a friend is usually a pretty quick one. It's generally better to give this to an actual vassal rather than a courtier, but these are some bad stats. Because you generally want a mix between stewardship and diplomacy, because if the regent takes over, but it won't matter so much yet because of again, we're not going to go anywhere near that. But generally, later in the game, when you're hitting your vassal limit and you have a regent that doesn't have good diplomacy, that will dip. Yeah. So, you generally have the best stuff there. Haha, you're overly attacking. You may get slaughtered because any holy war is just going to call on everybody else. They might, if they can occupy that, they can just pretty much take it. Because, yeah, but that's very, very dodgy. It's because it's going to call on everyone else eventually. Well, unless they... Yeah, they're all going to be sunny. Let's see, people should both. this is pretty much what you just have to keep doing, is boosting this until you get over 100. Let's push this up a little bit. Okay, who are you attacking? Castilian Holy War for Aragon. So you'll be attacking these people. Yeah, see, these people have just pushed in. They're joining that. And what is my army? 531. Sounds like the music sounds like it's fluctuating a little bit. That's not my doing, that's the game. Hopefully you can still hear me alright, yeah. Possibly not. I haven't really checked this. I'm now 12 minutes in. It's going to be a bit cutting. You can't hear me. Yep. Let's see, you're defending. You have 4. And there's a Cathar uprising. This is going brilliantly for you. I have no idea why there's a Cathar uprising. What did you do, man? I mean, if you die and the title passes to someone, I mean, that's one thing, but I really don't want to see losing more land to the Muslims, so... Let's see, the best way into here is Porto Braga. Yep, so down here, and then here. And watch me lose this battle. Yeah, I probably should have had this center flank better. Yep, lost. That is a little bit going. That was, the loose flanks were pretty badly. I should have checked that. Yeah. Generally, you want a good, strong centre flank. I really needed you to come back and fight your own wars. Yeah, see, this is going much better because the centre flank is strong and it's holding, and it's, I mean, even if, yeah, so that one didn't even drop, but I thought it might have been close, but nope. Yep, this is much better. Much better. And you lost it to the Cathars. Ah, brilliant. If I can get there before he loses this war, it should actually give us some pretty good war score. Yeah. And the best thing I can really do here is just wait to protect it. Yeah, yep. Yeah, you lost that war. That's pretty typical. That's mostly just about defending. The longer that they don't hold this, the better. Because the war score will just tick up. Because they don't control the territory. And you can just keep going back over here, and letting your nephews restore themselves. A little tick every month while he goes away, comes back, keeps trying to batten this down. But losing that first battle was a bit annoying because that dropped the war score a good bit. But not much you can do with it, and we will survive. Getting a bit ambitious there. Yeah, just have to wait a little bit. What are you doing now? You just keep going back. What is happening to you? You're getting attacked by someone else to pay tribute. Probably because I keep knocking down your army, so now it's weak and people are taking advantage, but that's good for us as well. I would like to holy war you, because Kasnar is really not going to do much. I'm not going to get much resistance if I go do that, but such bad commanders. I could probably invite some, but it's really not. It's kind of gamey, and I just don't want to put in the effort of going to search for them. And it's not really making much of a difference right now. It's not. This war is not going to depend on the commanders because they're just so. There's such disparity in troops. He's actually getting ambitious now, but the question, he's getting too ambitious because he just doesn't not have the army for it, and I don't know if I'm going to get there in time. Come on, nope. So sad. Unfortunately, something like that also affects the war score. How much did that battle do? -10. Disappointing. You're far too ambitious for your own good, Garcia. Inspiring leader, honest, wrath, arbitrary, zealous. Yeah, he's maybe just getting a little bit angry and, you know, making bad decisions, but, you know, and not being able to stick to his own plans. So this thing, yeah, seems like. Yeah, you are, too. Hello, Warren. Oh, excellent. And that's what you want, is the people who'll just join without even needing money. That is also something I think is going to be a lot different in CK3 from what I've seen, is this idea of stress. It's really going to play more of a part in terms of building. I mean, because you've got stress, and that just gave me a little bit of stress, and that has penalties to fertility, health, personal combat, stewardship, and a lot of those things I think. Did you hire troops, I think? No? You're just getting it from you? Well, that is kind of annoying. It really seems like you must have. I really don't know how that worked. Okay, so I need you to come into this battle, you know? Together there might actually be a chance here. Haha! I think it's gonna be tight. I think it's gonna be tight. Yep, I lost. Ah! That is gutting. I really don't know where I pulled all those men out of though. Again, more. Piss in hell. Oh no, that time he hired. Okay, so my wife has set with some count, who's my chancellor. This is high treason. I'm afraid you may be losing this war, Garcia. That is... Oh damn, I didn't even put that... Set this up. Again, where did you get the... I have no idea how you managed to, like, rebuild your Decimate. your domain just so quick. Like, wherever they came from. Oh, balls. Oh yeah, don't comment, for goodness sake. This is why you hate the AI. Like, he would rather go besiege this than actually come and help, which would be the main priority. See, now you're no longer getting that ticking war score because of they now occupy this territory. I'm not sure we've seen any wars in the CK3 stream yet. Okay, whatever. Not sure what you're doing going back and forth there. It would be great if you lost a lot of money, but nope. The Muslim kingdoms in Iberia never really lose money that quickly. Even if they lose a war or drop, but during the war, I mean, they make ridiculous amounts of money. So it's I quite like you dead. As soon as my brother is dead, you're probably going to be next on the chopping block. How else needs to be? Yes, yep, you had a child. Right, well, I'll deal with that in a minute. Actually, I can just spy on him because he's in. Yeah, I'll do that because that might allow me to do both. And that's also another thing. You can have multiple plots. You have personal plots, and you have kind of country plots, which is killing people and finding their secrets. And those two by themselves should. What war are you in? Okay, well that's okay. This is this war, so you didn't find out. No, sweet. Ah, no. I've been discovered as a kinslayer. That may get me excommunicated at some point, which is going to be bad. See if we can get here in time. There's a lot of battles going on, so I mean, there's enough men there. Should probably be fine even without my help. that's fine. You can. It's 100%. Yeah, we don't need to fight that. And there we go. We successfully defended. Your black eye. It would be nice if he had died and not. But oh well. How many men do you have? 261. 294. I think we'll give it a couple months to replenish. I'm not quite sure how this works in CK3. We've seen some of the battles. We've seen how it looks, kind of. You just hired some men. Oh, events spawned. That's slightly different. Yep, we'll take that. Get rid of the Medial Kinslayer and be excommunicated. All while we try and kill another family member. So, let's see. She's faithful, she's zealous, and sweet. I inherit the kingdom. See, this is precisely what happened. Well, historically, Leon and Castile ganged up against this guy, and then took the kingdom, and then he died, passing it on to Leon, and then he died, passing it on to his sister. She was married to yeah, see, she's married to someone else here. It was some French guy. He was De la Vera, which is over here, I think, actually. Oh, he's Italian then. But I don't think so. I don't think he exists in the game. Wherever they were from. Nope. Who are you attacking? For Castile. Ah, they're helping with the Reconquista. The men are not yet. Peak, it should be about 7. where I can just claim Castile. This isn't like at the start of the game you can't really attack your brothers because it will break treaties, truces, and so doing so will be bad for your reputation. So the only way to really do it is via. Oh look, Castile is actually taking Aragon too, and you've lost the title. Did you usurp it? The Duke of Barcelona has become the King of Aragon. Well, the Kingdom of Aragon does include Barcelona, so maybe they usurped it, but still, seems a little weird. Yeah, it's not migration effect because we're married. Or she's not married to me, but I'm married to her sister. Huh. And I've got the flu. I don't think we've seen how diseases are working in the, if diseases are even in it, because again, diseases burnt in the base of CK2. They came with Reapers due the expansion pack, which was they added a lot of stuff. It really changed how the game. I think I just killed my rival. No? Apparently not. Are you actually winning this? This is surprising. But you lost a lot of men. Oh, wow, we've hired. This is also part of the problem whenever you try and apart from if you try and holy war any of the Muslims in Iberia, they all gang up on you, but they also have quite a bit of money and therefore can just hire men, which makes it difficult. But if he can actually take something down here, what is he going after? Balata, I think it's just these two. Belgium. Okay, no, it's these two. This and this is what he's after. But this, he has part of it. Oh. Portugal is doing what I'm planning to do, but you have less men, so this may not work out for you. Oh, but you have actually taken, you actually did win your war, so fantastic. Well, you go after Garcia, and I will Could just force vassalism, but that's gonna be more problems than it's worth, really. And I'll go for, what did you get? Yes, you did get the city. Sweet. Well then. You go up, I go down. I should win this battle very handily. I'm quite outnumbered. And this will again help her because he will no longer have such a large army. Let's see. Anyone else want to kill this little girl? And we'll go up speed again. Why don't you like me? Desire's not in. Desire's in. I could get away with giving this away. I don't really. It's my main. The main that I want to make sure I hold on to. It's her I would like to get rid of, but. I already have this one, I'm basically just waiting so I can smash his army another time. And whenever it's a holy war, it's kind of good to just siege everything in the area you want, just for the sake of making sure you get everything. He's up to something, I know he's up to something, he's set with my wife. I want him dead. Or at very least in the dungeon. Peace enforced. There we go. It'll be interesting to see how this works in CK3 as well. I know whenever they were giving out kingdoms, whenever they were giving out counties in the stream, they were just had, here's a county, here's a list of people you can give it to, which seems like, yeah, could be great. If it's good, if it does offer up the best people, I mean, if it's just like the search finder and it's just, okay, here's a list of eligible title holders for the title, because otherwise if it's anything like the ban in the Intrigue where it's like give, dish out stuff and it just randomized and it was like useless. you just ended up making terrible, terrible vassals that way. Yeah. So I'll show you. Now, if it basically does this, man, no ruler, my religion, my culture, if this is what it's going to give me, whenever I'm searching, it's like, these are the best people for the titles. Fantastic. That is exactly what you will want. It to give you, that's the best people you wanted to suggest. Otherwise, if it's just giving you random lists of people, like if it's like again giving me saying, okay, you have a title, go to this person, and they're already a ruler, they're already a whole bunch of stuff. It's like, no, I'm not going to want to do that. Generally, giving titles to people who are already your vassals, who already landed, is a bad idea. You don't really want to create stronger vassals than you already have in any situation. Unless you're talking about maybe later in the game. He's having fair with a goat. Hey Granada, what are you up to? Holy Wars for Seville. Are you not all Sunni? You're Sunni. You're Shia. Ah. You're Sunni. 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 They may be getting help from across the wars, maybe? No? I'm not sure what other Shia there are then. Who have you got on this? Oh well, okay, no, they've attacked based on this, and there's a whole bunch of Sunni defenders. that makes sense, yes. Great. I just cannot kill this guy. I assume it's also because he has a fairly decent. Well, oh no, he does not even have a decent intrigue store. I just assumed because he was had the seduction focus. And again, focuses will work a lot differently in CK3. From what we've seen, it's not so much okay. You click this and you wait for events to fire, and it basically bumps up your schemer. You see, you've got this here, your modifier, and it's a schemer modifier, and it will basically jump up and up and up until you end up getting an actual trait. But yes, that will be different because there's an actual skill tree. And to say, I think the modifiers and a lot of things will be different as the game goes on. It's not just going to be a base, okay, here you get this, and it seems to be applied differently. I don't know if we've seen how technology works. I mean, I know they've talked about it being cultural more, so I think now. I don't think there's basically just a technology thing where you tick and click. It's just you have a cultural head and how they direct will affect everything else. I hear you attacking now. You want to revoke this? Yeah, I should probably get my court chaplain to be changing this back to actually Sunni, or back to Catholic. Okay, I think you should be dying soon. This is... It's always better to take territory any other way than Holy War. Holy Wars are great because you can take entire duchies, so I could literally just take all of this land. But again, you're going to be calling in, if you attack this guy, you're going to get this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy, all coming into the war, and the only way to counteract that, I mean, again, these two guys alone will be matching my troops. The only way to counteract that in any normal circumstance is if these guys are involved in other wars, they won't come to this guy's aid. So you can wait until like half of the continent is in battle with someone else, and then yeah, just attack this guy if he's weak, if you get an opportunity. Otherwise, it's almost better just to attack for something else. Again, one of these things where it takes, okay, you're losing piety and I'm losing some gold, that's fine. You don't care about that, and you're getting blasted by the opinion, which means that when you do take this guy is going to be really annoyed because he's Sunni and he's, you know, of this guy's realm, and that wasn't on just war that you took my territory in, that you vassalized me basically. But he's not good. But who cares? You can kill him, or you can revoke the title. But I probably can't do it because the guys, yeah, they probably, yeah. There's a supporter, but all these other people hate me. This Chancellor guy, he just needs to go. Yeah, there we go. I don't care. Yeah. If he wants, I can. Yeah, now I can imprison because yeah, he's done that. So of course I have to do this now. So I can't just go straight to war or anything. I have to deal with this guy. But I do really want to deal with him because he has been an absolute ass. And I mean, the spar is so big, I don't care that it's over water or it's in hills, doesn't matter. Just done. What are you doing here in Duchess? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, see, by the time I get done with this guy is going to be up to full strength nearly. I do kind of expect him to go down there because it's probably my weakest territory. might be the easiest one for siege, but yeah, you might hang around here close to this territory too. Oh, finally! You sure it's mine this time? Okay, no, he's been after the city. Okay. He's quite strong. He's getting stronger. He's getting stronger. The Holy Roman Empire, I mean, we only see a little bit of it, and it was, they said something about being decentralized, and you could see, it almost looked like they were in the middle of a civil war of some sort. But they seemed weaker, so it'll be interesting to see if, because pretty much, you know, the Holy Roman Empire is like 19,000, there's really no one that can sort of stand against them. The only way that works is if a whole bunch of territories gang up on it. I mean, I think France is the only person there with anywhere close. Byzantine Empire. 13. I mean, yeah. 11 with William the Conqueror. You're definitely gonna need at least 3 or 4, probably on both sides, in order to have any kind of chance against them. So, I mean, you don't want to see them too weak either, but at the same time, yeah, I think they need to be slightly weaker. There needs to be something that's going to keep the Holy Roman Empire from just expanding and expanding and expanding. Because even territory, I mean, you change the vassal settings and you change the domain settings, and all that you see is basically them just making powerful vassals and then still somehow managing the kingdom. It just it doesn't really seem to make much of a dent in how the Holy Roman Empire really functions. So here you're attacking for Granada. I think as well in CK3 it might be, yeah, I think you have less traits overall anyway, but I think it'll be more interesting because if I'm kind and I'm doing something that's not kind, like murdering people, it should change, affect stress and stuff like that, which is interesting. See, that affected. I probably should. Yeah. I think it'll be interesting that way. If you're basically trying to play a way that your character's not suited to. So if every single character you just are like, okay, I'm just gonna be violent and kill people and weasel my way into power, even if your character isn't good in intrigue and is high in diplomacy and or stewardship or something, if they should be rolling one way, I think it's gonna make it difficult for you to just play just as a broad playstyle. You're gonna have to change your playstyle based on their character more. Yeah, what would be the best place to take him? One of his territories I think would probably be better, because you're not going to, I mean, if they bet me, they weren't keen on the idea before. Let's see, yeah, that they were being influenced by the other guy. Only people in that case who would really be pissed off would be the people in the mosque and the city, because I'm gonna take this, because he can't hold it if I conquer it. Yeah, I think it might be a good idea while he's a little bit distracted over there fighting that guy. Yep. Still want you dead. Oh, oh, oh. My wife. Or my cousin. Right, yeah, the one that's married to my wife. See if I can get him to come back and try and attack this stack. They seem to suggest in the stream that that wouldn't really be a great tactic anymore. That if you're trying to attack it's not just going to be a case of, okay, beating your enemy into attack so much. That you might need to be more strategic with it, I guess, but I'm not really sure how that's going to work. I mean, because it kind of sounds like they might be splitting off as much and not moving around in big stacks, but I mean, it still seems like a very viable, otherwise I'm just going to go in one stack and, beat up all their little armies that come in, but you won't be able to just burrow into their territory as much, I guess, but I'm not really sure how they, I mean, like, if I'm only allowed to go where I border, that still gives me, these territories where I can spread out my armies, and they're going to attack if they think they have a chance. I mean, yeah, you're gonna want to try and beat them over these territories, but yeah, I don't see how It'll be interesting to see when they do the actual, when they play the actual game, how that works. Because I don't see how that can't be a viable strategic option for attack or whatever. Yeah, it's not. Or defense. I mean, how are you not going to be able to do that? Use that to bait them into attack? Why not? Like, I can't understand why the AI would think that it's a bad idea to attack a small army. Are they just going to avoid all small armies? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really seen it in effect, but don't think he'll come back up here until he's finished sieging this down, but he's very close. He just does this one area. There we go, and I think he'll probably start moving back now. Yep, he's moving to Seville. Does he just go here and stop here and try and siege this down? Will he try and attack? Yeah, he's going around. I think he might try and attack here. Plans. Don't think. Oh, yeah, he is getting a penalty crossing. Okay, so there we go. Oh. I'll let that there tick down another little bit since it's so close. Woohoo! Oh wow, that's funny. Yeah, actually, it doesn't mind me that much. be. He gets definitely boosted over 100, yeah. So, I see you're dead soon. Still think he'll probably end up taking this territory. That might be. Oh, he's getting attacked on 2 fronts now, anyway. So. So far, this guy is the only guy I can really attack, but he's 65. He might die soon. Only 43. I should be able to see him dead, and then attack one of his sons over one of these territories. Probably go for one of these, so I can push and then move against this guy somewhere. He does have quite a lot of men, but yeah, he's got someone hired, and he's losing money. Historically, it was the taking of Toledo that kind of seemed like it turned the tide of Christian-Muslim dominance in Iberia. But the Reconquista seems to be taking some of this anyway. 598. And by 1090 something, we will see Crusades and Holy Orders sprouting up, so it will become even more difficult for them to really attack and push against. It's dropping next to 100 again. For whatever reason. I don't know if it's their spy master or what they're doing in that. I was thinking, yeah, it's Galvapind. I could probably set those two up against each other. Leon, You may find that a little bit more difficult. You are a terrible spy master. That may be part of the problem. wouldn't make as much of a dent, but 6 is better than whatever he was giving me. What, 1? Dear goodness. Yeah. Let's see, you can see it. Did you Portugal? Did you Garcia? Yep. And Dutch of Leon. And with plots in key stage, CK3, you will see, I think it ticks up over time. This won't move. Your plot part will not move. No matter what you do, it's basically just set dysentery. Great. It'll go dip up and down along with your intrigue and other things that are affecting it. I'm currently dysentery is affecting my intrigue -3. Mild illness is not really doing much successful treatment. Boosting up a little bit again, so you'll see. Boo. Sigh. What? He's given up the age at 44. He died 89 chambers as well. Many struggle to see why God has had to take a young child away from us. We hope Alfonso will find peace in afterlife. He's not a young child, he was 44. It's a glitch or bug or something. Okay. And now I become a lot more likely to die. Because I am a child and my aunt might inherit stuff. And that is not going to end well, and I cannot kill my cousin. Yeah, I can't plot to murder her until I'm a bit older, and she has got 10 years on me, so she will probably have children by that point, which is just going to make this kind of messy. So the question is, I can just declare war and take Castile. 5749, and I have 578. Yeah, I need to wait for that to build up a little bit again. Interesting. I don't think it's the right move right now, although I do have quite a bit of money. I probably could hire someone. They have money too. I could see them hiring people as well. You're weak. There is, if they are for it, there is reason to maybe go after another territory here. And they're still doing pretty well in this Reconquista, yeah, they're getting other people involved, that's why. But he could feasibly still beat this guy. He's only got 1-4. Who you? Yeah, you hold his son, that has to be. Yeah. You're winning that now. I think if we keep pushing in here, Portugal has quite a few men. And they're going after... Actually, that is maybe a good point. They're not bringing a lot of people in. I think a lot of the other people are involved in They're involved in Reconquista. They are going after Mallorca. Reconquista, yeah, wouldn't matter anyway. And the Reconquista, as long as that Reconquista comes on, you could, what is this? The Bajors, and they're going after Basel. Could feasibly almost just take this with them taking that land, and I take this land. Yeah, might be a good idea actually to do a holy war right now. I'm not going to be able to take this territory, but just these two, unless this war ends before that. I need to be careful because if any of these other wars end, and that seems like it might drag on for a while. That's 60 though. Do you have some territories over here? Or you just own the duchy title? Okay. I can see that going badly because once this happens and then they get pulled in. And this should just take it really quick, hopefully. They're turning in Malaga. They're trying to re-siege that, yeah, because they got sieged back down a bit. Do you risk it? I need to give it another monthly tick at least. I think it's probably the right move. You just have to blitzkrieg it. You will actually still end up with that, the county title of it, the county tier of it, he will end up with that. I mean, and if this ends up getting, this other war ends and I can siege this down and I take all of this, he will, no matter what, even if Portugal take this and I take this, he will still have this county level title. But that is funny. It also seems like the Reconquista may end up. Yeah. Again, you're gonna want to. As quick as possible. Yeah, I mean, obviously it would be better to let him siege that down, but at the same time, I want to get a battle in and get some get this war score going up. Yeah, that was what I was worried about. Six. What do I have? 613. 635. I mean, not a lot in it, but they have so much money. It's decadent. I can probably see that like break up sometimes. In. I think I'm gonna need some mercenaries. Yes, that's what I expected. See if they can get there in time. Might be kinda tight. Might be kinda tight. There we go. Whew, that was tight. Come on, right, beat them before the other. Yes, yes. If they're going to counter-attack right now, I'm a little bit screwed. Because they have not replenished a lot of their... Yep, and he's hired men. That's exactly what I expected. Question is anyone coming in? Yep, they are. Shoot. Don't know if the difference is gonna work out for me. Oh, who are you fighting? Who are you? Are you gonna help? Are you gonna help? Nope, you're not helping at all, but it's fine, because it was a win. That really can't beat me, so he's going off to fight those other guys. Is it a good idea? Is it? See if we can get there in time. I don't actually know if we can, but yeah, I'll hope. Why has this dropped? It was higher. You're gonna go try. Oh, you're not. I thought you were maybe gonna try and go and siege my capital. Woo! Mwahaha. Yeah, they probably won't get this territory, but whatever. I would be very surprised. Because, yeah, Seville will probably now come in defense of this area, but that was useful. That worked out pretty well. Yep, good. And because I own this territory, at some point I probably could usurp the title, which will break up these guys. I can imprison her for what? Oh, well, she's trying to get the territory, but okay. Don't really care, as long as she doesn't try doing else. Okay, so I now need to drop these guys. It's a question of, I suppose, 10, 10, 10, 10. Let's see, content. There's a lot of little tricks and stuff like this in this game where you look for content, like you'll get a bigger boost whenever you give them a title. And those kind of things you just kind of do sort of instinctively, because it's just little tricks and stuff you pick up as you play the game for years. And it's a question of whether those kind of things will still kind of be in the CK3. I think they probably don't want to go too far in the other direction, going, okay, no, none of this stuff is going to be there. but at the same time, they don't want to alienate too much of what people know and what people are used to. So it'll be interesting, I guess, to see how they balance that. Not inheriting anything? No. You're not inheriting anything, great. There we go. We have now significantly dented the Muslims in Iberia, while some of the Muslims have also grown against some other Muslims. The Shia guys are getting the brunt of the Diego Diaz. I don't really think I need a rival. And you do get 2 diplomacy. I mean, between diplomacy and martial or anything at the minute, they're both 1, so... Woohoo! The territory has been converted to Catholic. And that's what you want to see. Okay, childhood focus. I think I'm just going to go with conscientious. You can get stressed and some bad stuff from it, but I don't really want to try and timid. I don't. Curious is great, but a lot of times you just end up with fussy and then it's bad. Oh, I've got a defensive pact. Well, I think I may save the game and take a break now. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening. Bye.